Morning everyone, today I will teach you how to compile and run your first Java program in command prompt or CMD. So these are for those people who wanted to create their first Java program without Eclipse or NetBeans. So just using command prompt using um, Notepad. All right. So I'm gonna walk you through on how to do that. First thing you need to do, you have to open Notepad. So I'll click here, start, and then type Notepad. All right. So once you open your Notepad, here's what you will be doing. I want you to encode this on your Notepad. So public class my first Java. Okay, so this is your class name. The class name must be the same as your file name. So we have open curly brace, public static void, main, parenthesis string, that's under bracket, args, arguments, close parenthesis. Take note that if you are in programming, if you open, there must be a close. Same thing here. So if you open parenthesis here, and there must be a close parenthesis. So open curly brace, system.out.print line. Print line or print ln. Type in here hello world. Uh, Again, if there is open, there must be close. We have semicolon. We call this in programming terminator. And then I will have this closed and another closed. So that ends our first code in Java programming. What we need to do is when we compile and run our program, hello world must be printed because this is the system, because this is the syntax on how to print hello world, system.out.println. So now how are we going to compile and run our first Java program? First we need to do is we need to open CMD or command prompt. How are we going to do that? Click start and then type CMD. Again, click start and then type CMD. And press enter. Once that is open, this is how command prompt looks like. First, we need to do is we need to get the JDK or the path for your JDK here. So how are we going to get that? As mentioned in our previous video, before doing Java programming, JDK or Java JDK must be installed in your PC first for us to be able to create our first program. All right. So if you do not know how to install Java JDK, I will put the link on the description below. Try to click on it and download it and install it in your computer. So we will go ahead and get the path where your JDK is installed. You need to click on, we need to open if your documents, okay, your PC. We will go to local disk C. Local disk C. Okay. Then we will go to program files. Local disk C followed by program files. Next, we need to go to Java. Java folder. Again, this will not be shown if Java JDK is not installed. So click Java JDK. Java. Then after that, click JDK folder. Then once you're on this page, double click bin. Once you are on this one, I want you to click the path here and copy. Right click and then copy. Once done, then you are ready to paste it on your command prompt. So you have to type in here set path equals paste the um, paste the uh, path that you copy on or destination file of the one you of bin. So right click and then bin. Just right click and then paste. All right. So let me repeat that back. All you need to do is click start and CMD, then set path equals paste. Once done, press enter. So if it does not give you any error, then that means you're able to go through. The next thing we need to do is we need to go back to our notepad. We will save our file. So after you encoded everything here, let's go ahead and save. File, save as. We will save this in music because my documents is kind of, there's a lot of folders. So I will click music instead. So again, you can either go to these destinations, depends on you. All right. So I will type in here the class name. So the class name here I have is my first. Take note that Java is very case sensitive. You have to um, uh, make sure that the proper casing is observed. All right, I'm just gonna delete this. So my first .java. Again, the file name must be the class name. Whatever you put here on the class must be the same with the file name. So same casing, and make sure you put .java for it to be um, so that your computer will look at this file as a Java file. So after click save, then to confirm it's already saved. If you try to click on music, it's already here. All right. So if you decided to have this pasted in downloads, that's still okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this to documents for us to check later on. So once again, I have this pasted on music. So the next thing we need to do, we will go ahead and go to the music folder. So in order for it to go to music folder, we have to type cd then music. So again, if you save your Java file to documents, you need to type cd documents, cd pictures and whatnot. So cd music, I'll press enter. After that, you are now inside the destination of the folder of music. So whatever that is inside the this folder will now be recognized by command prompt. So now we will go ahead and compile. This is how you code the compile, or how are we going? This is how we compile the program. So first we need to type in here Java C space, again the file name. So if you try to look at the folder, this is how it looks like. My first.java. So it should be the same casing. My first.java. So whatever that is in here, the file name, it should be the same. So Java C, my first.java. So that is how you compile um, your program. So after that, you just have to press enter. So if it does not give you any error here, then you can click Java plus file name. So that's Java plus my first Java. So I mean the class name without the .java. So press enter, and as you can see, hello world is already printed because of our program here that is saying system.out.println hello world. So whatever we put here, let's say this is my first program in Java. So I updated my notepad here. After that, I click file and save, or you can press Ctrl S. Then don't go to Java my first right away because it will still um, look at it as hello world. Again, when you try to, if you change something on your code, make sure you go to compile first. You need to type in here Java C, my first Java, and press enter. Once it's compiled, you can type in here Java, my first Java again. And when I press enter, as you can see, it printed whatever I put in here inside the quotation mark. Okay, it's letting you um, or it's like you're doing a program to print this one here inside. So this is my first program in Java. So I'll give you another example. Let's say um, the S here, I put it small letter. All right, I'll go ahead and save this file, and then I will go ahead and go to Java C. I will compile it. So Java C, my first Java. So as you can see, CMD is giving us an error that in this area here, there's an arrow, there is something wrong. So there's an error, all right? So on Java 5 means here the line. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the fifth line, there is an error. So if you can still remember, I have this small letter. That is why um, in programming Java, we need to be very much meticulous with regards to our coding because Java is very much case sensitive. All right. But question, sir, inside the quotation mark, let's say I will change this to small letter t. This is going to give me an error. Okay, I will go ahead and click File and then Save, and then I will compile it, and I will click Run. I'm in Java, my first Java. As you can see, it does not give me an error because it's already big S here. At the same time, um, whatever that is inside the quotation mark is it's giving you instruction to print this one. So whatever inside it is the one that's going to be printed on your command prompt. So it doesn't matter. The one that I'm referring to that is needed to be case sensitive is the commands that's in here. The syntax that's in here. All right? So make sure you memorize everything that's in here. So let's say, for example, I'll give you another example here. Public class, let's say JSON as my class name. I will click File and then Save. I will compile it, Java C, my first Java. What do you think will be what do you think will happen here? As you can see, it's giving you an error. The reason why it's because the file name and the class name is different. So if you want to run a program, okay, and for you to remove this error, we have to make our class name and file name the same. So let's say, for example, you have another program to run. Just save this file, save as, and then json.java. Okay, same class name, same file name. Click save, and as you can see, it created another file that's on your music. So the moment you uh, compile your new Java program, just make sure you put in here the correct file name, which is this one, json.java. I'll press enter. As you can see, it does not give you any error. So the moment you run it, so the same thing. This is my first program in Java. Again, make sure the rules in Java, it is very much case sensitive. Another thing, if you remove its partner, it will also give you an error. Say I have open here, open, close, but there is no close here. Let's go and have this compiled. Java c.json.java. As you can see, it's giving us an error. It's pointing this one because it's lacking a closing curly brace. So make sure, again, when you create your program in Java, make sure everything is partnered. The curly brace, the parentheses must have a If you have an opening, there must be a closing. There's an opening, there must be a closing. All right? Say, for example, you remove the terminator. I'll go ahead and say this. If you run, it's give you again an error. So again, these are the things that is needed for us to um, remember in coding Java. So that's it, guys, for our first program um, in our Java programming here. That is how you compile and run your Java programming using command prompt. I will go ahead and create another video regarding how to compile and run your Java program in NetBeans. Okay, this tutorial talks about the usage of the software NetBeans and how are we able to compile and run it. All right. So if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, comments, uh, just go ahead and comment down below. I'll be happy to assist you. And if you have anything you want me to discuss with regards to programming, Java programming, and just comment down below. Please do like and subscribe. And you have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you.